Hi, I'm Miss Wu. Let's solve worded problems using simultaneous linear equations. Example 1. The sum of two numbers is 15 and the difference is 7. Find the two numbers. I'm going to let the two numbers be x and y. So the sum would mean x plus y is 15 and the difference would mean x minus y is 7. I'm going to write the equations out like so, and the 1 in bracket represents that line and the 2 in brackets represent the second equation. When looking at these two equations, we could subtract or add, because when we subtract, the x's will eliminate itself, and when we add y plus minus y, the y will eliminate itself. I will choose to add because it creates less silly mistakes with negative numbers. So let's get rid of the y's. So x plus x is 2x, 15 plus 7 is 22. Now what do we do to get x by itself? We would divide both sides by 2 and we would have x equals 11. Have we answered the question? Find the two numbers. So we've got one number, which is 11. Now we have to find the other number. We do so by substituting it into any of the equations. We substitute into equation 1. So 11 plus y is 15. Moving the plus 11 to the other side, we would get minus 11, so y is equal to 4. Now, you can always check your answers by substituting it back into one of the equations. Let's do the first equation. And when you write it out, you would write left-hand side, which is the 11 plus the 4 equals 15. And 15 is the right-hand side. So we have left-hand side equals right-hand side, which is correct. If you're in a rush in an assessment task, then you can just do that in your head. You don't have to write that out unless it's stated in the question. So the two numbers are 4 and 11. Example 2. 3 cupcakes and 2 donuts cost $29. 6 cupcakes and 3 donuts cost $54. Find the cost of each cupcake and donut. Let's use C and D as the prenumerals this time instead of x and y to make it easier for ourselves. So 3C plus 2D equals 29 and 6C plus 3D is equal to 54. Looking at these equations, we can't add or subtract easily because there's no matching numbers. So there's 3C and 6C's there. But we can multiply the top equation by 2 to get 6C. So let's do that. 3C times 2 is 6C, 2D times 2 is 4D, and 29 times 2 is 58. And I've labeled it as 1 dash, so I know that it's the first equation modified. Now that we have that, we can subtract the two equations. That cancels out. 4 take away 3 is 1D, and 58 take away 54 is 4. So the donuts cost $4. Let's figure out the cupcakes. Let's shove the D equals 4 back into that equation up there. So wherever you see D, you put 4 now. So 3C plus 2D times 4 equals 29. 2 times 4 is 8. Bring the 8 to the other side. We get 29 minus 8, which is 21. Dividing both sides by 3, we would get C equals 7. So we have cupcakes are $7 and donuts are $4. If you have time, don't forget to check. So we'll plug that into the first equation. So 3 times C, 7, plus 2 times 4 on the left-hand side. And we would get 21 plus 8, which is 29. And it is equal to the right-hand side. So we know we're correct. So cupcakes are $7 and donuts are $4. Example 3. In 4 years' time, Ella will be a third of her mum's age. 4 years ago, her mum was 5 times as old as her. Find the present ages. Let's use E and M for the prenumerals this time. 4 years' time, that means E plus 4 is a third of a mum's age. So mum in 4 years will be also M plus 4. Now we have to think. So Ella, a third of a mum's age. So Ella is a smaller value. And a third, well, the easy way to work that out is by multiplying by 3, but which side do we multiply by 3? You would test it out, say E and M. if I multiply M by 3, let's say M, the mum is 40, multiplied by 3, that would give us 120. Ella cannot be 120. That wouldn't make any sense. But let's say Ella was, 10 years old, multiplying by 3 would make mum 30. That's more reasonable. So you can always test it out and see if your logic is correct. So we would multiply the left side by 3, use brackets, and leave the right side like so. Let's read the second sentence again. 4 years ago, which means E minus 4, and mum was 4 years ago, M minus 4. The age difference was 5 times. So again, multiplying other side by 5. So we have the second equation there. Now what can we do? Well, it's looking very tricky now. We can eliminate or we can expand. Let's expand the first line. So we have 3e plus 12, so 3 times 4 is 12. Don't lose that 12 there. Equals m plus 4. Now 12 and 4, well, we can subtract 4 on both sides, so yeah, 3e plus 8 equals m. Now that we have m by itself, we can plug it in to the second equation. So let's do that. Sub m into equation 2. So now we have 5e minus 4 equals 3e plus 8 minus the 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. And expanding the bracket, 5 times e is 5e. 5 times minus 4 is 20. Now we have 5e and 3e's on that side, so subtracting 3e's on both sides, we will have 2e on this side, and bring the minus 20 to the other side becomes plus 20, so we have 24. Let's divide both sides by 2 and we have e equals 12. So we have e equals 12 and we have to find m. Which line would you like to use? I'll probably use this line because m is by itself already. So let's sub e into that line. We have 3 times the 12 plus 8 equals m. So 3 times 12 is 36 plus 8 is 44. Does that make sense? Ella is 12 and mum is 44. Yeah, that sounds about right. But you can always check by substituting into one of the equations and doing the left-hand side. So 3e plus 4. So 3 times 12 plus 4 is 48. And then doing the right-hand side, 44, because mum's 44, plus 4, also 48. And to show that you see that you're definitely correct, you would write left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. Therefore, you're correct. Ella's 12 and mum is 44 years old. That's it from me today. You might want to give these questions a go again. They're quite tricky, and see if you can write down the same statements and come to the same conclusion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.